Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for another episode of Overkill Trading. And man, do we got some movement in the markets. We got Bitcoin down 4% this week, as you can see, starting to break down here, folks. Starting to get some red candles after going up a massive amount since this last green dot down here in September. Okay, we got the green dot around 26. The thing has skyrocketed up to 75,000 in the matter of less than a year. That's almost a 6-month span of time. That's almost a 200% return on your money if you're playing the green dot down here on the trading indicator. I got a lot of stuff I want to talk about and point out today here in this video. But first, a couple announcements here. Okay. We are doing a $1,000 YouTube giveaway, or I'm sorry, $1,000 Bitcoin giveaway. All we got to do is get to 1,000 subscribers here on YouTube. Appreciate everybody's support. We have been absolutely on top of all of these moves. You can see the red dot came here on Bitcoin back at around 70. It was between 70 and 75K. The trading indicator said, hey, beware. I want to go over the trading rules for you guys in case there's any new people watching this video, just to kind of explain what we're doing here on the trading indicator and how we are approaching the market today. I hope everyone's doing well. I'm finally back in the office after a much longer than expected vacation, so I'm back doing videos every single week right here on YouTube, and we're going to stay on top of this, guys. You're seeing Bitcoin and the markets break down a little bit here, but let me tell you something right now. Okay, if you weren't taking profits over the last couple of weeks, okay, if you didn't take half off like I've been telling you guys to do, again, our sell target is always when the stochastic, the light blue line, hits that top there, just like it did, what was that, back in March? That was about a month ago. I mean, you're talking about, boom, the exact top at 75K there. And we're still range bound right now. So Bitcoin is still sitting above 60K. If 60K breaks, I've been saying this for the last month, we are going to come down to around 45 to 50K, and we are going to bounce. And if that happens, alts and everything are going to come down as well. So yes, there should be some concern on the table, but every single time these markets reset, it always sets up for a move higher. So we're going to get an amazing buying opportunity, I believe, coming up here. I'm going to say at the end of May to June, we're going to get the next green dot. Again, our green dots are our buy signals. So what I am doing right now, folks, and what I encourage you all to do is just to sit on your hands, okay? Your profit taken chance back in March. I mean, you're still up, right? If you got in on the last green dot, I mean, you got in right there at 40K, you're still up 100%. What I did over the last couple of weeks is I actually reduced my position. So I'm sitting at about 50% cash right now, meaning I took out 50% of what I had invested, and I'm just sitting cash. All I'm doing right now, folks, is waiting on the next green dot. These dots do not lie. Okay, they are I don't want to say 100% accurate, but if you're buying them and incorporating all the rules that we're using over here, folks, there's nothing to worry about. Okay, we're still in a bull market, but there are corrections in bull markets. There's always corrections in bull markets. There was a correction right here, it pulled back. There was a correction right here, a correction right here, right? We can't just keep going up forever. I say it all the time. These markets do not move straight up and down. Okay, they move in waves, folks, and the easiest way to identify where we're at with the waves is our trading indicator, folks. Let the AI trade for you. You guys don't have to guess anymore. Okay, if you were holding on up here, okay, and it hit the white dotted line, you're like, oh, I want more, I want more, I want more. You were breaking rule number 5. Okay, and rule number 5 down here in the trading rules, you guys can get these exact rules over here in the Discord. The trading rules are, first things first, we trade a weekly chart. We're not day traders on this channel. Okay, if you guys want to day trade and go trade a minute or 5-minute chart and try to make 1 or 2% every day, be my guest. But I got a big boy job, and I know a lot of you guys have other obligations besides sitting in front of your computer for 8 hours a day trying to make little scalps. Okay, this is not the channel for that. We trade a weekly chart, meaning we are looking at the weekly time frame here on Bitcoin. Each one of these candles is 1 week's worth of price action. So our goal is to catch these waves, right? Ideally, we want to buy when this stochastic RSI, this light blue line on our trading indicator, is down here at the 0, right? Below 10. Okay, this is when we're looking to enter. Right now, we're sitting at 47. So what I've been telling people is it's about a 50-50 coin flip on which way Bitcoin's going to go right now. And if you want to play 50-50 odds, go to the casino and play blackjack. Okay? That's the best advice I can give you right now. Okay? I don't like to take 50-50 odds. I like to be absolutely sure when I'm investing my money. Okay? So I did keep 50% of my portfolio invested. I currently am only holding 2 positions. One is VeChain and one is XLM, and I'm long on these names. I do still believe we are in a bull market. Okay, there's no arguing the fact that we are in a bull market. And how can we tell that we're in a bull market? We are above the 50-week moving average. Our light blue line on our charts, this is the 50 EMA. Okay, the 50 EMA is the average price over 50 weeks. So it can be considered as the yearly average price. So the yearly average price right now is sitting around 43K. And I've been saying we need to come back down and touch that. I've been saying that for a month. You guys can go watch every single video I've dropped over the last month or two. I've been saying be cautious, okay, ever since we hit up here on Bitcoin. Yes, Bitcoin could have broke out and kept going to 100K, but it's not really looking like it's going to do that right now, folks. It looks really bad, especially when you zoom into like the 4-hour. Look at that. We got the death cross on the 4-hour. This just does not look good. Okay, so I'm expecting Bitcoin to pull back to around 43 to 50,000. That is my stance. I'm just a guy on YouTube. You guys don't have to listen to me. I have been doing technical analysis for a very long time now. Okay, I'm not talking out of my rear end. Someone was telling me to show you guys my trades. I post all my trades over here inside the Discord. You can see I'm up $41,000 over the last year. This is about since the beginning of the year. I'm up $41,000. Okay, so I'm not in the red. I'm in the green. I was up a lot more. Okay, but of course, when we sell off, yes, it's obviously the portfolio is going to go down. But with that being said, I tell you guys all the time, we're trying to hit singles and doubles here. We're not trying to hit grand slams every time. All we want to do is we want to trade the waves. We want to buy the bottom of the wave and sell the top of the wave. We don't want to be buying up here when Twitter's saying, oh, it's going to the moon at 75K, right? Because then you're just part of the sheep. You're one of the sheep, guys. And I don't mean to be, offensive or anything, but these markets are controlled, folks. There is psychology to everything. Okay, so what the smart money wants to do is they want to accumulate when nobody's talking about it. Okay, they were accumulating in this area right here. Okay, 25K. This is when smart money started to buy. And let me go back to the trading rules real quick because I think this is really, really important. Again, everybody's screaming buy up here. Okay, at 75K. They're in delusion. They're very greedy. New paradigm, right? Oh, it's the ETFs. Oh, the Bitcoin halving is coming. It's never going to drop. That is all to get you guys psychologically messed up. Because smart money, okay, and the smart money is the hedge funds, right? We're talking about hedge funds. We're talking about the billionaires. We're talking about the trillionaires. Okay, these are the people that control our media. Okay, and when I say that, I mean they own things like Twitter. They own things like CNBC and all the news channels on the television, right? You don't hear CNBC telling you to buy Bitcoin down here at 18K, right? 18, 16K. You don't even hear them saying it at 25K. They start to talk about it when we're way up here, okay? And I've been saying this for a long time now, that at 75K, we were trading at a 41% premium. And what I mean by the premium thing is that we are 41%, right? 40% off of our yearly average price. So think of the premium as you're going to the gas station and gas is 40% more expensive on a certain day, meaning it's 40% higher than it normally is, than the average. You don't want to go to the gas station that day and buy your gas. You don't want to go to the grocery store if groceries were up 40% of where they're normally at. You don't want to go on that day. Okay, so Bitcoin right here trading at a 40% premium, meaning it's 40% off of our 50-week EMA. And this is just what we use to reference on this chart. Again, there's a million ways to trade, guys. But I have found the most success using these trading rules. And all I like to do is share it with you guys and try to help you guys out and try to help you understand why and when we are buying assets, okay? Because again, we're not forever holders. We are traders. We are trading a weekly chart, okay? Our moves happen. For example, this green dot came in January. So January all the way up to March 11th was the top. So that's about a 3-month swing. Okay, a 3-month swing off that green dot netted you 74%. Okay, the average return on the S&P 500 is around 8% a year. You just made 10 years worth of a return than the average American makes in the matter of 3 months. Okay, so trading a weekly chart takes a lot more patience. Like I said, I'm sitting on my hands right now just waiting. Yes, I have a little bit I have half of my portfolio invested right now in case we do end up going the other way. But I really think it's really important that you guys have some cash sitting on the sidelines, because if Bitcoin does break down here to 44K, 45K, right, 50K, all these alts are going to get annihilated. Okay, there's going to be a really big dip. And I think if it does happen, it's going to happen very quick. Okay, if you look back here at Bitcoin, this was the COVID dip right here. Okay, this happened in the matter of 3 weeks. It went from 10,000 all the way down to 3,000. That was a 70% drop in 2 weeks. Same thing happened here. Look at this. Big old dump. Boom. Bang. Green dot came. Boom. There was your opportunity to buy it at 3K. Thing ripped up to 14. That was a 500% move. So I think being patient here, guys, just take a breath. Okay? Take a breath. We're still in a bull market. And now there's this stuff heating up with Israel and Iran, right? That's like a black swan event. Okay, a black swan event is something that happens that was not expected to happen. Okay, like COVID back here in 2020. Okay, same thing. It dropped around March, April. Okay, and then it rebounded. But a black swan event is something that happens in the world that we did not see coming, that affects the markets. No one could guess that Iran was going to start shooting missiles at Israel. And I still think that could get escalated here, okay, especially in an election year. So I just feel really comfortable sitting 50% cash right here. That's just me personally. And what I am waiting on, folks, what I am waiting on is a green dot. All we got to do is wait for the dot. Okay, we don't have to guess where the bottom is anymore. It's an amazing thing. We can let the AI, the indicator, tell us, okay, when the coast is clear. And the coast is going to be clear when we get the next green dot on Bitcoin. Okay, once Bitcoin green dot comes, you guys can go all in. Not all in. I'm not a financial advisor either, but I feel personally a lot safer waiting for the green dot instead of trying to guess that 61K here is the bottom. Okay, these dots are very, very accurate. Okay, they're more accurate on the weekly time frame than they are the 4 hour, right? If you look at a 4 hour chart, there's a million dots. Okay, there's a million dots. It's hard to trade. The bigger the time frame, for example, the weekly chart, it's a lot easier to read because there's more data. Okay, the more data there is for the indicator, meaning the higher the time frame you're trading. My two favorite are the weekly and the monthly. Okay, you can see the monthly chart here on Bitcoin called the bottom back here in January. Okay, that was at 18, 20,000. You got the green dot right there. Boom, there was a nice trade. You got another one right here in October. Boom, rip. So personally, I like to trade the weekly. And that is what we do here on the channel. That is rule number one. Rule number two is that we only buy assets that are trending above the 50-week moving average. Okay, if it is not above our 50-week moving average, we are in a bear market. For example, let me bring you back here on Bitcoin to. This was in April of 2022. What did we do? We lost the 50-week moving average, and we went into a bear market for about a year and a half. So we're not buying these green dots down here if we are below the 50-week moving average. Here was another perfect example of a correction. This looks similar. I mean, this looks pretty much identical to where we are at right now on Bitcoin, right? We had this massive move up from 10K all the way up to 65, and then what happened? Boom, it corrected back into our 50-week moving average and bounced. Okay, that looks very similar to what is going on right here. I think we got to come back down here to 45 to 50K and correct. I think we got to flush out all the liquidity, all the weak hands, right? Everybody on Twitter, that's all the influencers telling you to buy, right? Everybody, all the sheep are buying up here because this is where Twitter's telling them to buy, right? At 75K. Twitter's not saying buy down here at 25K. This is where we should have been buying Bitcoin right here at 25. You could have got another entry right here at 40. Okay, both very nice trades. And we're just following the strategy. So again, we only buy assets that are trending above the 50-week moving average. Okay, so Bitcoin broke out of its bear market right here. Okay, it was downtrend, bear market, bear market, bear market. There was the breakout. There was your first entry. There was your second entry. And there was your third entry off of the green dot. So guess what, guys? All we got to do now is wait for the green dot. And that could come in 2 weeks, 3 weeks. It could come in a month. It could come in 2 months. When it happens, it's going to be called out over here inside the Discord. Okay, we call out every single one of these green and red dots. If you are a member over here in the Discord, you will not miss the Bitcoin green dot. I guarantee it. And you can also go get this indicator for yourself and use it in your TradingView account. So if you have a TradingView account, all you got to come over here to the trading indicator. Okay, you can click this link. Okay, and it will take you over to the page where you can download the trading indicator and use it for yourself. But all we got to do right now, folks, is sit on our hands and wait for this green dot. And I will call it out in the Discord. If you have the trading indicator, you'll probably see it before it gets called out. But that is what we are doing right now as traders, okay? And again, that is rule number 2 of our trading rules. And I'm going to answer your guys' chart requests. We had quite a few coming in over the week. Thank you guys for all your participation. We're going to dive into these charts today. And but ultimately, on the overall spectrum of the market, I do not want to deploy any more cash right now. I want to sit. I'm sitting 50% cash, like I told you guys, and I am waiting on that green dot on Bitcoin. Once that happens, I could buy more of the names, either that I already own or that I'm going to be looking to buy. We're going to be scanning charts for names that we're going to be looking to buy when that dot comes here today. So with that being said, we enter and exit positions, like I said, using the trading indicator. It's pretty simple. Red means down, green means up. Like I said before, look at Bitcoin. Okay, that red dot came right there at around between 70 and 75K. You were out. Okay, now we're sitting at 61. You saved $10,000. And if this thing does end up coming down to 43, there's going to be some people that are going to get hurt. I saw some people in the Discord saying they lost 3 months worth of gains, and that is because you were being greedy. Okay, you did not take your profits when the indicator told you to take profits. That's just reality. So if you guys are down right now, if you guys lost all your gains, I encourage you to learn from your mistake. Do not get greedy, which leads me to rule number 5 is do not be greedy. Okay, nothing goes straight up, nothing goes straight down. Like I said, if you traded this, you made 10 times more than the average American makes, okay, in the matter of 3 months. I mean, if you do that 6 or 7 times on your money, you're gonna be a millionaire. That's all you got to do. So it takes a lot of patience to trade the weekly chart, but it is literally the easiest chart to trade. You just got to be willing to sit on your hands and do nothing for a little bit. Okay. And like I said, when that green dot comes on Bitcoin, folks, we're going to get it. So number 6 is also use a stop loss. So our stop loss was around 60 on Bitcoin. And I mean, it's right around 59 right now. I mean, this thing is going to, it looks like it's going to break 60 to me. Okay. Especially looking at the smaller term time frames. I mean, that's breaking down. Again, where's the 200 at? Okay. It's down there at 50. So we're going to keep an eye on this, folks. And again, we're waiting on the green dot on Bitcoin to attack again. That's the best thing we can do. If you look at the SPY, this is the stocks. Stocks also look like they want to continue down. The QQQ, this is the tech stocks. They also look like they want to go down. The IWM, this is the these are the small cap coins, okay, also coming down. So the market's just correcting, folks. Every bull market has corrections. Okay, so we've been prepared for this, and we're going to capitalize on it once the correction is over when the green dot comes on Bitcoin here. So with that being said, I want to take a look at ETH real quick for you guys. Okay, and ETH, same thing, down like 15% on the day, also cracking. Where did the red dot come? It came right there at about 35 to 38,000. It's sitting at 3,000 right now. So I think Ethereum has to come down here to 24K. I think that's at least where it's got to hit before we continue higher. If it breaks 24, it'll probably come down to 18. So again, what are we going to wait on? We're going to wait on that green dot signal on all of these names, and that is where we're going to attack, folks. So again, as Spartans, as traders on this channel, all we got to do is wait, folks. There is no stress. I'm never stressed out trading anymore. It doesn't even stress me out. It used to stress me out, but I put my hope in these green and red dots because they don't fail very often. Okay, they are 80 to 90% accurate. Okay, and the red dot came right there in March. Again, at 70 to 75K on Bitcoin. What happened? Boom, we're coming down now. And I don't know where this is going to stop. My first target is 43 if we break 60. And it pretty much pierced it today. So we'll see where Bitcoin ends there. We're going to hit our watch list here. If you guys follow the channel, we have a watch list of crypto and stocks that we take a look at every single week that we follow, and we look for these green dot entry signals, okay, on these names, and we're looking to take positions. But first, I want to go ahead and start with your guys' chart requests. I can tell you right now, a lot of these names are going to be ugly. So first things first, we're looking at Cake. This is an altcoin. Again, you're going to want to wait on the green dot. So the stochastic RSI will tell you when the bottom of the wave is getting close. Okay, when the stochastic RSI, which is our light blue line here that we follow, gets to 0, that's when we can start paying attention more for entries. But that thing's right into the 50 there. But again, folks, I am not touching any of these cryptos until we get the green dot on Bitcoin. I mean, I think that's going to be the case for the majority of these names. Here's JST. 0.03 is going to be the stop loss on this one. But again, big fat red candle, red dot this week. Just don't want to take a look at it. If you're holding the positions, Okay, I mean, I don't know what to tell you guys. You need to be taking profits up here at the white dotted line. So there's two ways that I'm going to encourage you guys to sell. And let me actually go back to Bitcoin here to point this out. So the first way, like I said, is to sell when the stochastic RSI, that light blue line, hits that white dotted line. The second way you can take profits is by using the stochastic RSI, or I'm sorry, the trading indicator as well. So here's the second strategy you can use if you don't like waiting till it gets up there to the white dotted line for whatever reason. What you can do is wait till the stochastic RSI, the blue line, crosses this white line right here. I don't know if you guys could see it, but it's at 60 over here on the indicator. Okay, when it crosses that, what you can do is you can zoom into the daily chart. Okay, and then once it crosses it, for example, this one crossed it right here on February. That was February 19th. It crossed it there. And then the daily came. Okay. So February 19th, right? Was that what I said? Oh, I'm sorry. Well, no. It crossed it right. Yeah, February 19th. So if I come over here to February 19th on my chart, okay, that was back in this area right here. Okay. February 16, 17. So what you could do then is wait for the red dot on the daily chart, okay, and sell the red dot. Again, that's a good trade, right? A really good trade. So there's two ways to sell. My favorite one to do, though, and I feel like that is the most accurate, is waiting for the stochastic RSI to hit that blue line. And again, we're just trading the waves here, folks. That's what traders do. When we come down here, right, we hit zero, and then boom, okay, rip, sell it right there. And again, if it keeps going after that a little bit, okay, we're fine with that. We got to be able to accept that. We're not trying to hit home runs. We're not trying to hit grand slams and swing for the fences every single time, okay? Because that's what a lot of you were doing up here. And right now, you're about to pay for it, okay? You're about to pay for it. And as long as we can get on base, hit singles and doubles, just trade these ways, buy here, sell here, we're making anywhere from 50 to 100% at a time, right? That was a 76% trade there on Bitcoin. Okay, and yes, you could have entered right there and made another 76K. It's really simple, guys. It's literally it's so simple, and people just tend to overcomplicate it. We're trading the waves: buy low, sell high. That's as easy as it gets. So, to be honest, these chart requests, folks. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, a lot of it. I wouldn't be touching crypto right now until we get the Bitcoin red dots. Okay, I can't tell you what the levels are, but what I can show you, right, is where you should have been selling. You should have been selling. Okay, and this one didn't quite hit the dotted line, unfortunately, but that was a really nice move on AVE. Up there to 155 from 85. Okay, the current level you want to watch on this is 70K. But again, there's no confirmation until you get the green dot. You got the red dot back here at about 129, 130. That was the red dot. Okay, and now it's sitting down here at 73. So if you didn't sell that red dot, you missed out on 41%. Okay, so again, sitting on our hands here, folks. Let's sit on our hands. Here's comp as well. Okay, again, coming down. The stochastic is getting pretty close to zero there, so just wait on the green dot on that one. Here's, what is this? QNT. That one actually bounced pretty nicely off of 83 there, so 83 is where we bounced right here. And you can see that big wick down there, and then it sucked it right back up. So again, I'm going to encourage you, if you're holding these names, you can hold on to them and look to add on the next green dot. But I would recommend sitting some cash right now. Obviously, it's too late if you miss the red dots. You won't miss any red dots if you're over here in the Discord, by the way. You'll never miss a red dot on any of these names that we cover. Okay, if you're over here in the Discord. I mean, I would recommend you go buy the trading indicator right now and start using it for yourself, because, again, it shouldn't be my job to call this stuff out for you guys, even though that's what we do over here in the Discord. Like, if you have the indicator for yourself, you could literally use it yourself, and you don't need me. Okay, if you know how to read it. So my job is to educate you on how to use this. Okay, that is my job here on this channel. I don't want to be the guy that tells you when to buy and sell. I want you guys to understand it, because I could die in a car wreck tomorrow, folks. I could die in a plane crash. You know what I'm saying? And I won't be here anymore to tell you guys. But if you have the trading indicator, right, you shouldn't have to worry about anything. So the level I'm watching here on Litecoin as well looks like it's down about 40% off of the lows or off of the highs as well. So that sucks. Right? It sucks to see your portfolio go down 40% in the matter of 2 weeks. But that's how these crypto markets move. Again, when you're getting greedy up here, you're wanting more, wanting more, wanting more. When you're already up, 60, 70%, then you're gonna get crushed. You're gonna get crushed. So the level I'm watching on Litecoin is 67. If that breaks, it could get ugly. Again, I don't want to touch anything until that Bitcoin green dot comes, or we get the stochastic back down to 0, just like it was back here in August. Okay, it's 60. Here's Dogecoin, also breaking down. Okay, that red dot came last week at around 20 cents. It's sitting at 14. That's not a small drop, guys. That's not a small drop. That's a 38% drop. Meaning if you have $10,000 invested, you now only have almost half of that. So your 10,000 just turned into 5, and now your wife's kicking you out of the house because you were greedy and you didn't want to take profits. Again, when the stochastic hits the dotted line, sell it. You got it. And then buy back when the wave comes back down. Think of the waves in the ocean, guys. Okay, down, buy, up, sell. Down, buy, up, sell. Nothing goes straight up and down. So I think Dogecoin's level to watch is going to be around 10 cents. If that comes back down to 10 cents, you can consider buying it again. But again, the best thing you can do right now is wait on the green dot. Here's PXAG. Again, that sucks if you didn't take profits up there at 33. But you're still up quite a bit if you got in on that green dot there at 1900. So you're only up about $400 compared to where you were. And yes, it sucks, folks. But you didn't sell when the indicator told you to sell up here. And you have only yourself to blame for that. Here's NOS, Nosana. I'm watching $2 on this one. This one stochastic is actually down here on the floor. You can see that the wave is back down here. It's just missing a green dot. So what I do is I'd use a stop loss at $2 on this one. Wait on the green dot. I don't know what this thing does, but technically it doesn't look bad. With the stochastic down there, you're just missing that green dot. Okay, and we're not just trading off of one of these signals, right? The stochastic being down here at 0 doesn't mean you should buy, because there are multiple sets of rules, okay? We want to buy as close to our mean, our 50-week moving average as possible. If you come over here to the cheat sheet, okay, the mean is our average, okay? You guys learned that in math class in like 3rd grade. Okay, we want to buy as close to that as possible. We don't want to buy when it's 40, 50% off of that level. We just don't want to do it. Okay, because again, we're trying to buy low and sell high because we're traders. Okay, you're not going to make money buying at 40, 50% premiums. If you were buying Bitcoin at 65, 70K, you're not going to make money. You might make money in the long run, but it's going to take a lot longer because you're going to have to live through one of these dips. Okay, and then you have to wait for it to correct again. So we need to be on top of the markets, folks. We need to be waiting, okay, until the bottom is in. Okay, here's SOUN. This is actually one that's caught my attention over the last couple of weeks. I'm actually going to go ahead and put this one in our looking to buy list. This is the only one I really want to buy right now, just based on the charts, is SOUN. Okay, this is SoundHound AI. It's an AI stock, and I'm not saying buy it right now. I'm waiting on the green dot. Okay, but I do like that this massive breakout happened here. Okay, and then it pulled back here into the 50. So I'm watching this one for a bounce off about 342. It's getting pretty close to the mean. So the premium on this one right now is only 13, 14, or about 15%. So my rule of thumb is to only buy stuff that's sitting at a 15% premium. It has to be less than 15% for me to want to buy it. Okay, because that way I'm limiting my risk. I can set my stop loss at my level, right? And the most I'm risking is 15%. If I'm buying it up here, okay, my risk went from 15% all the way down to, right, that was a 67% premium when Jim Cramer and CNBC is talking about it up here at $10. Okay, now Jim Cramer's saying sell it because he wants all of you guys to sell it to the smart money, right? Because he's just a puppet. Okay, he works for the smart money. Okay, they tell him what to say on national television. Okay, because again, the smart money can't sell up here unless they have people buying, meaning unless they have retail buying. They can't sell their Bitcoin, right? They can't sell their Bitcoin up here that they were buying right here and buying down here unless they have people buying it. There always needs to be a buyer and there always needs to be a seller. And you need to ask yourself, are you the sheep to the slaughter or are you trading with the wolves? Okay, we want to trade with the wolves. And I don't care if Bitcoin turns around and goes to 100K here, okay? Because I'm going to get in on the green dot, but I know for a fact I'm not buying Bitcoin at 70K because I don't pay 40% premiums for the assets that I want to own. Okay, I want to buy as close to the mean as possible. And if you're doing that, if you're buying at the mean, you're going to beat 95% of the traders. Okay, it takes a lot of patience to make money in the crypto markets and the stock markets. 90% of people fail, maybe even more than that. Okay, so you need to ask yourself, what makes you so special? Are you buying when all the Twitter's telling you to buy it? Are you buying at 50, 60% premiums, assets, and then not selling when your asset gets to a 50, 60% premium? Because we want to sell up here as well, right? We want to be dumping our load up here as well. We don't want to be hanging on up here at a 50-60% premium. If a name that I'm holding is at a 50-60% premium, like Bitcoin was up here, well, it was only at 40%, but it's a little higher cap. But for example, SOUN, right at the top here at $10, was at a 67% premium. That is up here in delusion new paradigm territory. If it's over 50%, okay, if my asset that I'm holding is over 50%, that is where I take some off the table. That is where I start to sell because I'm 50% off of the average. I'm using the average as a reference point, okay? That is our reference point, okay? And that is how we're trading it. So SOUN is coming back down into 50. I want to see where this thing bottoms, okay? So I'm waiting on a green dot, and that one's in the purple list, so that one's on the looking to buy list. Here's IU. Again, I was telling you to sell this thing up here, guys. Okay, up here at $2. Yeah, it went to $2.20. Big whoop. You missed out on 10% if you sold it right here. We shouldn't be stressing about 10% when we're buying down here, right? When we're buying the bottom, when we're buying the green dots, because again, this was a massive move. Okay, 400% move. You put in 10,000 down here, you made $41,000. Okay. So my advice when that happens is to sell and go find the next setup, right? Here's CRO. Here was a perfect setup example here. What happened? Major bear market, right? What happened back here? You guys, I don't know if you guys, I know some of you were around back in 2021 when CRO went parabolic up to $1. This is when Lakers renamed their stadium, crypto.com, and, you know, it was going to be the next Bitcoin and the next big thing. And look at that. Boom. Rip. This thing went from 9 cents all the way up to $1. A 10x trade. Okay, what happened? Oh, the Lakers are renaming their arena crypto.com arena, right? It's going to be the next Bitcoin. It's going to $1 million and blah, blah, blah. What happened? Get crushed, okay? Get absolutely wrecked. If the Lakers are renaming their stadium after a crypto, the day they do it is when I'm selling. And that's another thing. We do have the Bitcoin Halving coming up, I think, in 2 days. And I've been saying Bitcoin is going to have I believe that Bitcoin Halving is going to be a sell the news event. So if you guys have heard the saying, buy the rumor, okay, you buy the rumor, meaning you buy it when it's announced, and when it happens, like the Bitcoin Halving, when it happens, you sell the news, okay? And we're a little ahead of the game here because we're already breaking down, but I just wanted to point out on CRO here, this was the perfect example of a setup here, okay? This is the exact prime time setup. I go over this at least once or maybe even 6 or 7 times on these videos every week. What happened here? We lost the 50, right? We lost our mean. Okay, we lost the mean, meaning we were trending below it for almost 2 years. Okay, what happened here in October? It broke out over it, 11, 12 cents. We capitalized on this trade right here at 8 cents. That green doji candle right there, that was our entry candle. Why? Because we broke out of the bear market, right? We broke out of the bear market and we started the bull market. It came back down, boom, it tapped, gave us the green dot. What happened? Went from 8 cents all the way up to 18. Again, a massive 117% trade. You doubled your money, okay? You doubled your money. Congratulations. Take profits. Yes, it didn't quite hit that white dotted line, but it got really close. And I think CRO is going to be another one that's going to set up really nicely here in the future. I would look to buy it at 9 cents. That'd be my first entry target, but again, we're waiting on the indicator, folks. We're not going to mess around, but I do want to add this one to our looking to buy list. Link's another one I want to add to the looking to buy list as well. Why? Because the stochastic is finally down at 0. This is one of the only cryptos that is like a big name that I've seen at 0. Okay, so I like this one above 11 cents. Again, I just want to wait on Bitcoin. I want to wait on Bitcoin's green dot before I buy any crypto again. Okay, let's wait to see what Bitcoin does. If it holds 60, if Bitcoin holds 60, great. Okay, it's going to consolidate a little bit before it goes up. We want to buy these doji candles. Right now, it's a falling knife. Okay, so the best thing we can do on Link, I like it a lot. Okay, I like Chainlink a lot, given the fact that all-time high was all the way up there at 55, and it's sitting at 13, so that's a 300-400% trade. It came down here, it touched our 200, and it got sucked right back up. So $11 is the level I'm watching on Link. Again, waiting for confirmation from the indicator. Here's AMD, a stock, also sitting down here at 0. I'd like to buy this one near the 140 level, but again, wait on the green dot, wait for the confirmation, and that will be the entry. Right now, again, red candles, falling knife. How big of a premium was this trading at up here? Okay, another 40% premium up here. This is where everyone's buying AMD. Look at NVIDIA. Everyone's buying NVIDIA up here at 1,000. No one's wanting to buy it right here at 300. Okay, no one's wanting to buy it down here at 127. But as soon as Jim Cramer and Twitter start talking about it, right up here and up here, that's when everybody wants to buy. So what I'm waiting on the video is for the stochastic to get back down here and give us a green dot. I want to buy it more toward 572. Okay, that's the level where our mean is right there. But again, how big of a premium are we sitting at right now? A 33% premium. So if you want to go buy your milk and eggs at a 33% premium tomorrow, and you want to buy the assets that you want to actually make money and invest on, go ahead and buy it. But again, I don't care if it goes to 100 million. Okay, I'm not taking that big of a risk. 30% is a lot. I put in 10,000 here, it drops 30%. I now only have $7,000. Okay, so that's what you got to keep in mind, folks. Do not buy the assets that you want to make money on. Okay, at 30, 40, 50% premiums. My general rule of thumb is to buy within 15%. 15% is even high to me. Okay, if you look back at CRO, what premium were you buying right here on the mean? You were buying at a 0% premium, meaning there was no risk. There was no risk because you were using a stop loss by following rule number 6 and setting your stop loss at 7. You were risking about 1 penny on that. Okay, you were risking about a little less than 10%. If you use the bottom of that as your stop loss, which is the red candle, it's always the last red candle for me after the green dot. So when the green dot comes, you can put your stop loss, right, the level that we want to sell if it breaks, right there. Okay, at the last big red candle. That is where we're trading. But right now, CRO, again, is a falling knife. Again, NVIDIA, not touching it up here. Want to buy it more towards 600. If 600 breaks, we're probably coming down to the 200 week, which is going to be around 321. I'm still a seller in NVIDIA, and it looks like you can still get out here near the top. I just don't see how that thing can keep going. It's like a $3 trillion market cap. It's just ridiculous. Here's Tesla. Tesla's been ugly for a while. Okay, I'm taking that level out because, again, we broke that level. I called the short out on this on these green candles right here, but it's too choppy. Like, we don't want to trade chop here as traders. We want to buy a big breakout, okay, and a pullback. Boom. The time to buy Tesla was right there at $30. Okay, if you're following our strategy, again, not buying all this choppy bullshit. Okay, we're playing the breakout. There was a massive breakout, a massive pullback. Okay, right above the 50, green dot, rip. That thing went from $30 all the way up there to, what was the top? Oops. Okay, the top was all the way up there at 700. I mean, you put in $10,000 right here, folks. If you put in 10 grand right here, you made $70,000 all the way to the top if you would have sold there. Now, I probably would have got out around here at 120. That's still a 400% move. Okay, and yeah, we missed a little bit, but again, like I said, folks, we're not trying to hit the whole move. Okay, this our cheat sheet tells us. Okay, you want to sell right before the top. You don't want to wait for the top. Okay, you want to sell before the top. You want to sell into greed. That is where we are looking to sell. Okay, and if you're trading Tesla right now, you got the real wrong idea. I'd be shorting it. I called this out today. I think I dropped a video. We had the red dot come over here and overkill alerts. Where was that? Okay, Tesla breaking down here. I'm looking for a bounce off of 112. Okay, we got this. We got multiple signals on Tesla over the last couple of weeks, but again, we're below the 50. Therefore, we are in a bear market. We are going down. We want to buy when things are going up. That is rule number 2. We want to buy when it is above the 50 weeks. So what I'm waiting on Tesla for is a breakout back above that 50 week. But I mean, with the way things are moving, I don't want to buy Tesla right now. And here's why you use a stop loss right here, folks. We were trading TRB. The level to watch was 77. That was where the 50-week moving average was. When we lose our 50-week, that is when we have to cut our losses, right? It was a bad trade. It was not a good trade. So when this thing broke down below 77, okay, that's when you should have took your profits. And now, unfortunately, it's sitting at 52. So you probably got crushed on this if you weren't using a stop loss. Again, rule number 6, use a stop loss. Not everything is 100%. We didn't have a green dot. Okay, we were playing the bounce off the 50. And now that the markets have turned, this thing's really getting crushed here. So, yeah, if you want to write it down and wait for the green dot, be my guest. But you should have sold when that support level broke right there. Again, the support is the 50-week, just below the 50-week. When that happened, boom, you got to get out. You got to cut your losses. You got to cut losses quickly. Not every trade is 100%. This strategy, if all of these boxes are checked, right, if you're trading above the 50-week, if you're waiting for the green dot, if you're not being greedy, okay, green dots above the 50-week, like this one right here on dot, that's a green dot above the 50, okay, it's about an 80 to 90% hit rate, folks. Okay, it's very, very important to wait for confirmation. Okay, and if you get good and you want to anticipate it, sometimes you can guess the week before when it's going to happen. Like right here, when I see this breakout on dot and that green doji candle, that was the week before the green dot. Those doji candles are reversal candles, meaning it's flipping from red to green. Okay, you want to buy the first green candle, and then you buy the first green dot. The best way to do it is to just play the green dots. Like, just wait for confirmation of the green dot. That's all you guys got to do. I mean, it's really that freaking simple. So dots back down here. It actually broke down there below 5. And wow, it's still a falling knife to me, folks. I'm not touching crypto until we get the green dot from Bitcoin. When Bitcoin rises, altcoins rise as well. Here's Filecoin also down big. Again, where'd the green dot come? Right there at 10. You're sitting 40% lower. Okay, your 10,000 just turned into, now you have 6,000. So again, folks, we got pretty damn close there on the indicator, right above 90. You just got to sell into the greed, folks. You can never time the top, but you can get out near the top. If you can get out near the top, okay, you're gonna be all right. Okay, you're not trying to get to the very specific point up here. You know, you're not trying to get to the perfect area. You gotta use your senses. If we get close, if we're getting up in that area, sell half of your position, sell a quarter of your position, take some off. And again, if you did not do that this go round, you're going to learn your lesson and you're going to get better and you're just going to keep on moving forward. Do not quit. Okay, a lot of people are probably quitting right now because, again, they were buying when Twitter was saying buy it up here at $12. Okay, we're fine. Like I said, Bitcoin is still in a bull market, guys. Bitcoin is still in a bull market. Why? Because we are above the mean. As long as we are above the mean, okay, we are in a bull market. Okay, which is good news, okay, because these corrections happen. Okay, these corrections happen in bull markets. So file, again, I'm going to encourage you to wait on the green dot or wait till these bars start getting smaller. If we start consolidating like this, I'll say buy. Okay, but until that happens, this is a falling knife. And when I say falling knife, I mean we are going down. These are two really ugly red candles. Okay, really, really ugly red candles. And here's H bar. Pulling back into the 50 here. That looks like it bounced at around 7 cents. Stochastic's getting pretty close to zero there. Not looking bad. Okay, not looking bad, but again, let's wait on confirmation. Wait on the green dot. Okay, here's VeChain. This is actually one of the only positions that I currently have. This and XLM are what I'm holding. VeChain's actually my biggest position now. Okay, I reduced my XLM position by a lot after we broke 12 cents because that was my stop loss. And VeChain's hanging on here, dude. It's chopping around. It's hanging on. I want to buy it near 3 cents if it happens. I'm waiting on the green dot to maybe potentially add to it, but I'm watching 3 cents like a hawk. Again, things are still looking good on this. Okay, again, this had another pullback right here back in the day. Look at this. Jumped all the way up, pulled back into the 50, ripped. Okay, what happened here? Okay, jumped up, pulled back, ripped, and now we're just chopping around. So I don't like to buy chop. Okay, I want to buy when the stochastic is close to zero and we're getting the green dot. So I'm continuing to hold my bag of VeChain because, again, I'm long on that asset. Ethereum we already covered. I think that one has to come down to around 2,300. Okay, again, waiting on the green dot. Shiba, same thing, right? Shiba's going to the moon up here, right? Shiba's going to the moon. Nah, it's about to get crushed, okay? I think there's more blood to come on Shiba and the dog coins, okay? Where was the time to buy SHIB? It was right here. Boom. Okay, break out above it. Boom. There's your green candle. There's your green dot. You entered on the green dot. Guess what? Okay, you made, if you sold the top, 400%. You just turned 10,000 into 50,000. Congratulations. Take your profits and rinse and repeat. Go do it again. Okay, wait for another perfect setup. Wait for the next green dot bouncing off the 50. I think this one has to come down there to around 0.000014. I think that's going to set up nicely. I'm actually going to put that one on the looking to buy list as well. Here's ONDO. Take your profits. Okay, take your profits on that one. Here's ENJ. Ouch. Okay, where'd we hit the stochastic? Stochastic hit the white dotted line once again. Okay, right up there at the top. You're down 63% now. Okay, congratulations. You made a big return, and then you got greedy, and you got crushed, down 60%. So if you had 10 grand in, you now have 4. Okay, that is how fast these markets move, folks. This is why we got to be aware. Again, if you're getting greedy, you're swinging for the fences. You want, oh my God, it's never going down. The ETFs are here, right? The ETFs are happening, right? You're finding all these excuses to why it can't drop, and then what happens? Then it drops, okay? And then you're wrecked, and then you want to give up and you want to quit. This is the way the markets move, guys. This is it. Take a picture of this, implant it in your brain. Okay, it's a numbers game. Okay, the easiest way to understand it, like I said, is if you're 50 or 60% off of the average price, the average yearly price, which is our light blue line on our indicator, That is where we want to take profits. That is where you need to begin to thinking, I need to sell half of my position here, or I need to sell a quarter of my position, or I need to sell all of my position. It's up to you to make that call, but you got to take profits. Okay, if you're getting greedy, you're never going to make money because you'll never sell. Okay, it's funny how you don't want to sell up here. Okay, up in this area when we're up here on the top, right? Of this, you don't want to sell up here, but now you want to sell right here because you just watched your position get cut in half. Okay, that is how the markets work. If this was easy, guys, if trading was easy, everybody would do it. But like I said at the beginning, 90% of traders fail, and they fail because they do not have a plan and they do not stay disciplined enough to follow their plan. That is the truth. I wish I could be like every other influencer on Twitter right now and say, oh, we're going to the moon, just hold your bag and everything's going to be great. And in the end, right, since we are still in a bull market, yes, in the long term, you're probably going to be all right. But the way you make money is by trading the waves. Okay, here was another perfect setup on INJ right here. Boom, it ripped up. It pulled back into the 50. 50 again is the mean. You got the green dot. What happened? Okay, this was a massive trade. I wish someone would have called this one out back in, what was this? September. I mean, that was a 500% move. Okay, 10,000 into 60,000. Thank you very much. Let's get out. Okay, and again, I was probably selling right here because that's where the stochastic RSI hit the white dotted line. Okay, but now INJ is back into the 50-week. It doesn't look bad. It doesn't look bad at all. The stochastic is on the floor. Okay, this is a play on Solana, so I'm actually going to add this one to the looking to buy list because I don't think it looks bad. So far we got CRO, Link, SOUN, INJ, SHIB, and VeChain was already on there because I'm holding that position. But 17 is the current level. That's that place where we wicked down to and got sucked right back up. Again, just wait on the confirmation of the green dot, guys. It's really simple. You just got to be patient, right? On days like this, I don't even look at my portfolio. On weeks and stuff that are just getting killed, right? I took profits on a lot of my names. I told you I sold, I'm sitting 50% cash, 50% invested. I feel comfortable with that. I have 50% of my portfolio sitting on the sidelines in cash, ready to buy, ready to deploy on the next set of green dots. I do not feel bad about that at all. I told you guys, I'm up $40,000 on the year using this strategy. Okay, it's all in the strategy. I was up like 60, 70,000 at one point, okay, but it sold off. Right? We got the sell off. Again, I'm never looking to buy the top. I'm never going to time the exact top. Maybe I'll get lucky a couple times and time the exact top, but I'm okay being up 40K on the year, okay? And sitting cash and getting ready to buy the next move up because we're going to get another move here. Okay, and here's AVAX actually coming back down into the 50 here. Not looking bad. 29 is the level we bounced at. Look at that. Right off of the mean. That bounced right on the mean. Okay, but again, not going to jump the gun here, but I'm going to add that one to the looking to buy list as well. Not going to jump the gun. Going to wait for the green dot to come, okay, or some consolidation, some smaller candles or a green candle like that. That's what I'm waiting for. Just because we're bouncing on the 50 doesn't mean we have to stop here. Okay, again, if Bitcoin sells off to 50K, this thing's going to also sell off. Okay, it's inevitable. All the altcoins will go with Bitcoin if Bitcoin breaks 60K and goes down to 50. Okay, and I think we're going to understand where that's at. Here's decentralized social. This is one I actually called out a couple days ago. I thought it looked really interesting. It had a massive breakout over the top here, over the 50, and now we're getting the pull back into it. So look where the wave is now. Okay, stochastics on the ground. When the blue wave is down here, that's what we like because that means we're in fear territory. People are more fearful. And by the way, I want to check out what this is again. Okay, we have a research tool over here. If you guys are a member of the Discord, you could actually type in any ticker and you can understand what the project does. So if you come by a project and you want to know what it is or what the market cap is, okay, you can actually type in, it was /info. And for example, I'll just do BTC right here. So Bitcoin, I can type in /info and then type in the ticker, BTC USD. I can click on it and it will actually tell you, give you a description of what it is. Okay, Bitcoin is the first successful internet money based on peer-to-peer technology, blah, blah, blah. It'll tell you what the project is. It'll tell you the market cap. It'll tell you the volume. It'll tell you the supply, the circulating supply, how much it's moved in the day, how much it's moved in the month, and how much it's moved over the last year. And it'll also tell you all the all-time highs, the one-year lows, and everything like that. So that's a cool little research tool over there available inside the Discord. If you guys haven't checked that out yet, again, all you got to do is type in /info. So when you're doing your research, you can actually, pull up the tickers and stuff like that. But what I wanted to do was I totally spaced and I totally forgot what I wanted to do, to be honest with you. But I'm actually going to move this one to the looking to buy list as well. So that one is now looking to buy. Again, waiting on the green dot. or some consolidation here. I like this one above 22. It's right into our mean. Okay, if you're buying this one right now, you're literally buying it at an 8% premium. 8% premium, meaning you're only risking about 10% to the downside. You're not risking 40% because you were buying it up here. You're risking way less now. Okay, so that 22 level is the level to play. Again, I would encourage you to wait on the indicator to give you a green dot. Okay, that's the safest way to play it. Here's ADA actually breaking down below our 50-week. So that one tried to bounce there at about 39. Stochastic is now on the floor. Once again, going to encourage you to wait on the indicator's green dot in order to take your position. Here's APT also coming down. That one had a big wick down to, oh man, you guys got crushed if you didn't sell the freaking, if you didn't take that sell signal from the indicator. I mean, this was a massive 62% drop. Again, guys, when we get that far off of the 50, okay, when you're at a 50%, this is the easiest way to understand it, guys. A 50% premium or higher off of the mean means we are right here. It means we are, where'd it go? It means we are in here. If we're this far, if we're 50 to 60%, this is 50 60% off the yearly average price. Okay, if you're looking at it in numbers terms and percentages terms, up here means 50 60%. That means sell. If you're 50 60% off of our blue line, and again, you guys can get all the EMAs, everything that I have on my charts right now can be loaded directly into your trading view, and you guys can use all the same tools that I'm using. Okay, all you got to do is go over here, click the link. Okay, and there'll be a video on how to load it into your trading view account. Okay, 50, 60% premiums off of the 50-week is a great general rule to use. Okay, for sell territory, right? And again, you got the indicator telling you when to sell up here. If you're 50% off of that, off of the mean, you need to be taking some off the table, meaning sell 50%, sell 25%. Because when you get that far off the mean, okay, a correction is coming. And you're seeing it live right here, okay? And you guys can go look. I posted the video I dropped on, what was it? Oh, we got a new Spartan. Shout out to Dream Baller, just now upgrading, becoming a member over here in the Discord. Shout out to my brother over there becoming a Spartan. Congratulations. Welcome to the Army. And let's get it. But I dropped the video. It's pinned to my TikTok if you guys want to go watch it. But it's right here. Crypto markets on March 9th. March 9th. Where was March 9th? I called the top, guys. I do this all freaking day long. Okay, we topped out on the 11th of March. I dropped this video. You guys can go watch it on the 9th. I was telling you guys, we're in greed territory. We're 40, 50% off of the average. Take some profits. I got the receipts, folks. I got the receipts. Folks. This strategy works. Okay, I've been doing this a long time. I've seen it happen. I've lived through 3 or 4 Bitcoin cycles, folks. I've lived through this happening to Bitcoin 3 or 4 times. We called the top on this channel back here at 70K in 2021. And we called the bottom down here at 16. We called the bottom off the monthly dot right there. Boom. Okay, 18K on Bitcoin. That was the bottom. This indicator, you guys are scared to buy this thing. I don't know what your guys' deal is or whatever, but this thing will make you way more money than it costs. You'll make your money back in the first freaking month of having this indicator on your chart. If you just want to be a long-term holder, buy the green dot. Look at this. Bitcoin called the bottom down there at 35, went all the way up to 13, called it again right here and right here. Okay, that was the COVID dip, so that was the black swan event, of course. But, I mean, this thing dipped down to 38. Green dot came. Green dot came at 6. Boom. Ripped all the way up to 70. Boom. Red dot came, called the top there on the monthly, called the top there on the monthly. I mean, folks, I'm not a genius. I'm not smarter than you are. Okay, I'm just using AI to place my trades. That's all we're doing. And I'm long, right? I'm long on the assets. I'm trading a weekly chart. I'm more patient than all these day traders that want to flash you their Lambos and their private jets and all that bullshit. And they're selling you a course. That's how they're buying you all that stuff. They're selling you a course, and they're using that money to go and buy. Sure, they might be making money trading, but the majority of their Lambos are coming from your guys' ability to buy their courses. And I don't want to trade a minute chart. Look at this. Look how many decisions I got to make. Okay, I don't want to make all these decisions. I just want to trade a week. I want to make one decision every 2 or 3 months. Okay, because again, I'm relaxing. I can go over these charts with you guys once a week or twice a week like we do. We're dropping videos on Wednesday and Saturday. I don't know if I'm going to do another video on Saturday just because of where the markets are, but if something major happens, I will drop another one. But at least once a week, I'm checking charts. Okay, because that's all I have to do, because again, my trades are based on a weekly time frame. Not a 1 minute, I'm trying to make 17 decisions over the hour. Okay, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I think this makes more sense. If you have a family, if you have a job, if you have, this is how you should trade. Because again, you don't have to look at the charts. You don't have to look at the screens all day. Okay? So that's the whole point of what we're trying to get at here. So APT, again, I'm not touching it. Axel, again, another name that was trading at a 60%, 70% premium, 63% premium. Oops. Sorry about that. Okay, you should have been taking profits at the 60% premium. When we're 60% off of the 50, that's when you need to take profits. Here's Shell. Okay, so oil stocks are doing pretty good right now. Okay, but where are we? Okay, I don't want to buy up here. I want to buy the bottom of the wave. I want to be buying back here in January at 61. Okay, that's a $10 move. That's stocks are just so uninteresting to me. Again, here's USO oil stock. Again, I don't want to be buying up here. Look at this. Okay, that one's cracking down as well. You got a red dot back here. What happened? Flushed it. Okay, you're going to get a red dot probably this week or next week. I'd be out of that name. XOY, not touching it. CVX, I don't know. I don't know why you want to buy oil stocks here. I just wouldn't. Okay, this one also, top of the wave. Okay, I know they're saying buy oil because a recession's coming and da-da-da-da. But again, that's what Jim Cramer's telling you to do. Don't do what Jim Cramer's telling you you're going to do. He's lying to you. He works for the establishment. He works for the people that want to sell you their bags up here. So whoever's saying buy oil right now is an idiot. Okay, an absolute idiot. And I'm sorry. I don't mean to be brutal, but it really ticks me off how so many people get screwed because of how unaware people are about this stuff, right? Jim Cramer saying buy oil now because it's sitting up here. We're at the top of the wave. Jim Cramer says buy it up here. He doesn't say buy it down here. He says buy it up here. You want to be buying down here when he's telling you to sell it, right? Boom. You could have been buying at 95. Nice little trade there. Okay, don't touch it. Don't touch oil right now. Solana also coming down. Okay, 200. I was telling you guys to sell it at 200. Why? Because look where we were. We were up here, and you got the red dot right there. That thing came at 180, 190. It's sitting at 135 right now. So I want Solana to come back down here to around 80. Okay, that's my target on Solana. ICP doesn't look bad here. Okay, $9. I'm going to add that one to our looking to buy list, but again, I'm waiting on the green dot confirmation on ICP. Here's ASM, another example of breaking down below our stop loss level. Our stop loss was set at this candle right here at 3 cents. It's sitting at about 2.9 right now. I think you sell it. I think you get out of this one. You take your losses. MITS, that one's sitting right up there on the 50. Again, wait on the green dot confirmation on METIS. Gala, also sitting right there on the 50 as well. 3 cents. I want to see it consolidate a little bit, folks. I don't want to. This knife could really fall here, and I feel really good about sitting 50% cash right now. Okay, because if we do get a big drop, I mean like a map. Look at Bitcoin. Okay, I pointed this out, but look at this. Okay, this big sudden flush. Okay, 60-70% flush down. I mean that thing went from 64K all the way to 3,000 there. Okay, and this one happened in a couple of weeks. It was just a big wick down. I'm not saying this is going to happen, but if it does, I have cash on the sideline prepared, and I know exactly what names I'm going to be putting it in. But Gala, again, I think it still has some room to drop. Look where the stochastic is. It's at about 50. We want to buy when that thing's at 0. Okay, so I'd be careful on that one. Yes, it is on the mean right now. Yes, it is on the mean. But again, folks, everything has to add up. Just one thing doesn't mean you buy. Okay, everything needs to add up. Because again, we're looking to sell when the stochastic comes back up here. So we want to buy it as close to the bottom as possible. Wait on the green dot on Gala. HNT, another one. Just wait on the green dot. NKN, that one dropped to 10. Again, nope. Okay, 50%. It's a 50-50 coin flip. I don't want a 50-50 coin flip. You guys want a 50-50 odds? Go play blackjack. Algo breaking down here. Okay, nice actual double bottom there on 14. We bottom there. Okay, stochastic not looking too bad. But again, wait on the green dot for some consolidation. Here's Pinterest. Pinterest doesn't look bad either. Sitting right there. If you want to play this one, just use a stop loss at 31. That one probably has earnings coming up here shortly. Yeah, that one has earnings on, looks like April 30th. So earnings is always a gamble because if they miss, then you're going to get screwed, right? You're going to get screwed on that. So if you want to buy it, if you want to play it, use a stop loss at 31. That is right where our 50-week is. If our 50-week, if we lose the 50-week, you're going to be in trouble. But that's a pretty easy trade. You're risking about $1 here on an entry at 31. A-Firm, another name I actually like, but again, wait on the green dot. Okay, wait for the signal. Snapchat selling off here. When's this earnings? Good call out on this one. Nice little pump today, up 5%. April 25th, the day after my birthday, is earnings on Snapchat. I like Snapchat. I think it's one of the best fundamental names just because of their user base and how many people use it. Again, wait on the green dot on Snap there. 853 would be a great place to buy it. That's where we bounce there, and that's where we bounce there. I just be patient on this one again. Wait for the green dot. Here's XLM. This was my largest position. I had a stop loss set at the 50 week. Okay, right there at about 11. I ended up selling at about stop loss was 12. I ended up selling at about 11. So again, waiting for the reset here. Waiting for the stochastic to get back down here at 0. I'm still holding a position in it, but just not as big of a position as I had. I thought this one was going to go the other way, but it broke down. And again, I'm not always right. I'm not ever going to be right, and I'm willing to accept that. And I'm willing to honor the stop loss levels. Okay, so waiting on the next green dot on XLM. That had a big wick down to about 9 cents and then got sucked back up. Okay, I sold it when it got sucked right back up around 11. Okay, my stop loss was 12, so I missed it by a little bit, but didn't hurt too bad. I think I lost like 13% total on my position. A 13% loss is not bad in crypto. Here's XRP. This one I'm adding into the looking to buy list there. Let me actually pull up a different chart for you guys because this is the Coinbase chart. It just got listed on Coinbase not too long ago, but big wick down. What did that hit? About 40. Okay, so what we can do again is just wait on the green dot on this one. Okay, what happened? Okay, big wick down just like it did, and then it melted down. Okay, and then it pumped. So I'm still bullish on these XLM XRP. I know they got wick down there, but that's just flushing out all the liquidity. All the weak hands get flushed out. All the stop losses get hit, and they suck it right back up. So again, waiting on the green dot on XRP for an entry. That one's going to be on the looking to buy list. Here's Mana. Looks ugly. Okay, looks ugly. Okay, again, wait on the green dot on that one as well. Here's IMX. Okay, stochastic is back down here on the floor, which is a good thing. Just again, wait on the green dot confirmation. RNDR, this one's still coming down too. This is a very strong looking chart. So if we continue to grind down, I want to buy this thing at around $5. Again, green dot will be the tell. Near, also coming down here. Okay, I want to buy this one at 338 right there at that mean. You're still sitting at a pretty big premium here of about 37%. So that one's got a ways to go. Okay, again, if you were selling the top, where the stochastic is, right when we're up at 97 to 100, okay, it's not a bad place to sell. You just cut your position in half because you got greedy. Silver doing the ripski, okay, silver breaking out big here, okay, but again, where are we at? Okay, stochastic's up there touching the 0 line. That hit 27 cents. Yes, it could keep running, but once again, we're not looking to hit home runs. We're looking to sell when that stochastic hits that white dotted line on silver. Okay, I don't know who requested this. SBSW. Where are we? You're breaking rule number 2 right now because we're below the 50. If we're below the 50, we're in a bear market. Therefore, you are breaking rule number 2 of only buying assets above the 50-week moving average. This thing is garbage. I would not touch it with my worst enemy's money. Okay, DYP, I don't know. Okay, I'd be taking profits, thinking about taking profits here. You're sitting right there at the white dotted line. Here's AMP token. Okay, nice bounce off the 50 here. My stop loss on this one's 0.004. Again, still a pretty big premium here on AMP. Where was everybody talking about AMP? That's still a 26% premium. Everyone was wanting to buy AMP up here at a penny. What happened? Got crushed. Okay, where did we hit the white stochastic, guys? This is just rinse and repeat. Okay, we hit the top. I mean, it was in between 0.6 and all the way up there at 2. Again, you're never going to time the top, but I can tell you, if you're taking profits at the white dotted line, you're going to beat everybody else because everyone else is greedy. Right? Everyone else is hanging on. I think this one's going to set up nicely. I just want to wait on a green dot. I'm going to add that one to the looking to buy list. Here's Cody. Okay, also sitting right on his 50 week. This one doesn't look bad either. Can you buy this one on Coinbase? Yes, you can. I'm actually going to go ahead and add that one to the looking to buy list as well. I want to buy the next green dot. We had a really nice breakout there after a long downtrend. Let's be patient. Big volume came in there. Okay, massive volume came in there. I'm watching 8 cents on that one. Here's Mojo. I don't know. I can't tell you anything. There's not enough data on the weekly. AR. This is Arweave. Okay, this one doesn't look bad either. Can you buy this one on Coinbase? I only put stuff on my watch list if it's on Coinbase because that's the exchange I use. I think it's the safest exchange out there, given the fact that it is a publicly traded company and there's a lot of governments and a lot of people backing them. So if you're going to have your money on any exchange, I'd probably have it on Coinbase, and I preach that, and I do it. So I don't hold my stuff on cold wallets or anything like that. I got all my crypto on Coinbase. A lot of people will probably troll me for that, but hey, It is what it is. 13.57 is the level I'm watching. I think this one still has to come down. And then BR, this one don't look bad. Okay, stochastic there on the floor. We're coming down into that 50. This looks like a stock. Okay, this one looks like a stock. 350 is the level I'm watching for a bounce again. Wait on the green dot confirmation. You guys will never go broke waiting on confirmation. Here's SKYT, stochastic on the floor, but it just broke below the 50. Again, wait on that confirmation. Here's HNTS. I think this is Tim Tebow's stocks he's calling out. Tim Tebow's a G. He's one of the generals, one of the admins over here in the Discord. Very credible, very knowledgeable on the markets as well. So we got a lot of people over there that know their stuff, folks. So if you're not in the Discord, I'd highly recommend joining. It's free to join. Links in the description and pin in the comments. It's free to join. There is a paid version where you get all the watch lists and the ability to request charts. You get to see all my trades. You get all the alerts. Okay, and you get all the top movers. We post the top movers every single day. You get the research pool, member chat. Okay, you can learn more about the membership by going to the membership tab right here. There's a video you can watch to understand what you'll get inside. Here's HNTS. I like this one too. The Honest Company. Okay, stochastic down here on the floor. We're falling into that level. So if you're going to buy this one here, use a stop loss at 260. Okay, if you're using 260 as your stop loss, you're only risking about 18%. That's only sitting a few percent off. If it's 50, about 11% off of the 50 there. Okay, I like the stochastic down here at 0. 260 is my stop loss on that one. Here's MPU consolidating here, putting in a bull flag, and stochastics on the floor. The green dot will be the tell. Okay, if you're going to buy this one here, put it at 211. Okay, and I think Tim actually called out what all these do. So MPU, it's a metaverse. It looks like a metaverse play. Decentralized finance. This one looks interesting. Can you buy this one on MPU? Can you buy this one on? Yep, looks like you can. Mega Matrix. I like that one. That's a penny stock for you. Let's actually check the market cap of that one. What is it? MPU. Yes, sir. Shout out to Tim Tebow. $90 million market cap. So that's a very small, has something to do with the blockchain network. Provides Ethereum platform stake on a note for the purpose of validating transaction and adding blocks to respective blockchain network. You guys can read more about that. I just put that over there, but this is an interesting looking chart. Okay, it kind of looks like it did what it did over here, and then it did the Ripsky up to 14. I like this one. Good call out there. Here's Waxel. Okay, that one's also sitting down there on the 50 as well. 99 cents is going to be, well, put your stop loss right down there at 79. Okay, if it breaks 79, you're in trouble, but I like that it's sitting right on the mean right now. Again, we just want to wait for the green dot confirmation. Here's ALCX. I got a stop loss at 22 on that one. That one's sitting right on the 50 as well, kind of giving some mixed signal. It's all over the place, really choppy. I think this one was about to go. I think this one was about to pump, but the market sold off. So this is one we can keep our eye on as well and just wait on that green dot. Okay, the alerts will call that thing out. Here's Aurora. Okay, had a nice move off the green dot here, but again, market sold off. I think this one was getting ready to go, but Bitcoin sold off. So again, when Bitcoin sells off, so do all the alts. Okay, 20 cents is the stop loss on Aurora. Okay, stochastic's getting pretty close to 0. We just need a green dot and for it to hold 20 cents. Here's CGLD. It's just CeeLo, looks like a crypto. Stop loss on that one's, I'm going to say 63 where we wick down there. Make sure that level holds. Again, wait on the green dot. Here's shipping. SHPING. Again, perfect place to sell was right up here at almost 2 cents. You're 50% lower now because, again, you got greedy and you didn't sell up there. Okay, guys, this is rinse and repeat strategy. Buy low, sell high. It's really that simple, folks. It's really that simple, guys. There's no need to complicate this stuff. If you want more, you're greedy. Okay, if you're not taking your gains on this, for example, this green dot down here came at 0.04. That thing ripped up 363%. Okay, $10,000 just turned into $46,000 off of that move. Okay, if you're not taking profits or at least half of your position off, you're greedy. Okay, that is why we have rule number 5 over here of don't be greedy, folks. It's that easy. Here's FOX. Also consolidating here, but I wouldn't touch this thing. Okay, I want the stochastic to be lower towards 0 or give me a green dot. 5 cents, probably be the level to watch. Okay, 6 cents, you want it to hold that 50 week. Again, not touching that either. Ordi, no data on the weekly on that one. Here's STX. Okay, again, where was I saying sell STX? I was saying sell it up here. Okay, did the Ripsky up to 3.8. You got greedy, now it's coming down. I'm looking to buy this one around 142. Okay, I think that one has some more room to fall. GRT had a nice bounce off the 50 there. Okay, 21 cents. I'm actually going to add this one to the looking to buy list. Waiting on a green dot on that one. Okay, next green dot signal will be the buy signal, just like it was back here in February. That thing came at 15 cents, ripped all the way up to 50 cents. Look at that move. Okay, 200% move. Nice trade there again. We hit the white dotted line. We took profits. Okay, that is what we do, folks. Engrave it in your freaking brains. Okay, here's BCH. I'd be looking to short this one. Okay, this one's coming down. I'm gonna say it's probably gonna come down to about 300 on that one. Okay, got the big red dot there again. Stochastic hit the top there at 800. Called the exact top for you, and now it's coming on back down to 300. Here's BNB Binance. Okay, nice move up to 640. Okay, we hit the top right about there at 540. It went a little bit more. Red candle there. Look where the stochastic is, pointing straight down with a red dot. As long as the last dot is red, we're going down. As long as the last dot is green, we're going up. If you got a red dot, you need to take some profits. You're a little late right now, but I don't think you're too late. I think this thing has a little bit more room to drop, a lot more room to drop. Okay, 35% premium, 35% drop is going to hurt some people. Okay, here's FTM also coming down. Okay, I wouldn't touch this thing yet. Wait on the green dot. Here's T. Okay, had a nice move off that green dot, ripped up. 6-7 cents. Looks good. Again, wait for confirmation. Wait for confirmation. Okay, wait for confirmation or some consolidation. Okay, consolidation is a good thing. Okay, when we start going sideways like this, okay, we like that. Okay, sideways. Okay, not up, not down, not trying to catch any fallen knives. Just be patient on this one. Here's a REQ. 0.09 is the level. ARPA, yes, it's right back into the 50. Wait on the green dot. Okay, I feel like that's the strategy here. Again, FET was a name that I was saying take profits on up here right? We hit the freaking top right there at 308. Yeah, it went up to 350. You missed out on 20%. But guess what? Now you're right back down to where you're below where I told you to sell it. And we're still coming down on that one. So another name, I want to probably buy this one at around $1. I think $1 would be a great place to drop this another 50% from where we're heading. But again, the top up here, folks, what was that premium? That was a 70% premium. And I saw Twitter there. Oh my God. Oh man. It's so many cheap to the slaughter out there, folks. Twitter was just pumping this thing up at 350, and I was laughing my ass off, sitting at a 70% premium, and Twitter influencers telling people, you need to buy FET, you need to buy it. No, you're going to get crushed. You're going to get absolutely crushed if you're listening to those idiots. There is not a lot of valuable information on Twitter, guys. It just amazes me how all these Twitter influencers have millions and millions of followers. I don't know if they're bots or what, but it's just like they're like worshipped, right? They're like worshipped because they got the Lambos and the jets and all that. And kudos to them. You know, they probably bought Bitcoin back at $10 and they made $1 million trillion. Good for them. But the fact that they're telling you to buy stuff at 70% premiums is just outrageous. And it really makes me cringe because there's a lot of people that listen to it. But FET's a name I want to buy, but not till it comes back down to $1. Seller. Okay, also sitting on the 50 here. Stop loss at 0.01 again. Wait for confirmation. Here's Ray. This was a good trade we had here on the channel. That green dot came right around $1. Thing ripped all the way up to 340, and then it sold off. It didn't quite hit that white dotted line, but it's still holding on to its 50 weeks. So I got a stop loss at $1 right where we entered. So it'd be a break-even trade. If it broke that level, you're still up about 50% off of that green dot if you entered there. Okay, so $1 is the stop loss. If it breaks $1, I jump ship, but still above the 50, so we're okay. Wait on the next green dot to add again. Here's FIS. This one looks like it's on Coinbase too. 46, about 44 is the stop. Okay, wait for that thing to come back down there to 0 and give you the green dot. ACH, again, sitting on the 50, doesn't look bad. Again, just wait for confirmation, guys. Wait for confirmation. That's the best thing you could do. Power actually broke down below our stop loss here. Another name I thought was getting ready to go. But again, when the markets sell off, they sell off, folks. I can't control the fact that World War III is about to break out. I didn't see that coming. I didn't see Iran wanting to, start nuking Israel. Us to potentially go into World War III. We might get drafted. If some of you young bucks on here, we might get drafted. Who knows what the hell's going to happen, right, if World War pops off. Okay, 25 is the stop, but again, I'm going to encourage you. This might be a hold here. I mean, I really can't tell you. The green dot will give me more clarity. But, if your stop loss gets hit, you need to 28 is actually where it's sitting. It's still sitting above that. If we break down below 25, I would sell this thing. I'd set a stop loss if you're still holding it at 25 cents. If that breaks, I'd jump ship. Okay, but until then, I'd want some more consolidation or a green dot. Here's Slim. Stop loss is 17 on that one now. Okay, 17 cents on that one. Stochastic is on the floor. And this next round of green dots, I think, is just going to be a massive, massive setup for you guys. I think we're going to get a really good buying opportunity. Here's ASTR breaking below the 50. I don't like it. Okay, 8 cents is my stop on that one. Again, waiting on confirmation. Hopefully you sold up here. Okay, hopefully you were selling at 19 cents like I was telling you guys to do and didn't freaking hold through this big-ass drop. Okay, because that was just brutal. Here's Tier. Tier's coming down too. Again, wait for confirmation. HDX, ANTR, it's the same story across the freaking board, guys. I'm not going to tell you to buy any of this stuff. Okay, look at Matic. Ew, everyone loves Matic. I hate Matic. Matic is the ugliest chart I've seen in years. It's just been chopping. I don't want chop. I want stuff that's going straight up. Okay, I want the stuff like INJ. Okay, with the big breakout. Pull back, rip. Not this stuff like Matic is garbage in my opinion. It is a garbage crypto in my opinion. Look at this chop. I don't want to trade that. I want the direction to be clear. I want us to be above the 50. Look at this. Chopping around on the average price. Garbage. Okay, there's better names to own. Here's LCX. Okay, I want to buy that one at 15 cents. Again, I was telling you guys to sell that at 34. Yeah, it went up to 40 cents. My bad I didn't call the exact top. 6 cents. I was off by 6 cents. But this thing wants to come down here. Okay, I think it wants to come down. If it taps 15, I'd be eating it up. LDO, ugly. Okay, big old wick down. Okay, ouch. Mover, lost the 50 there. Unfortunate. Okay, stop loss was right there on the 50 at 18. It broke 18. Okay, wait for the green dot now. Okay, I still think this is going to set up as a higher low. Just wait for the green dot on mover. Adam, ugly, dude. Okay, this is why we don't buy this choppy BS, right? We want the big breakout over it, the pull back into it, and the rip. That's when we're looking to buy. So we're going to get another opportunity, but Adam, I think there's some better names to own. Mina also breaking down as well. Okay, and again, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, guys, but I really hope you guys learn this time around, for those of you that didn't take profits up here on the white dotted line, right? I hope you guys learned your lesson. I really hope you guys learned to not be greedy, because this is what happens. Okay, this is over and over and over. This happens again and again and again. You get the 50, 60% premiums, and everyone just thinks we're going to keep going to the sky, and they get flushed on. And then again, their wives kick them out, or something happens, right? They go back to living with their mom. They got to go back to McDonald's. Okay, I mean, it's just, it's funny, but it's not at the same time, okay? Because again, this happens over and over and over again. 90% of people fail at this profession. So what makes you so special? Tell me. Put it in the comments. What makes you special? Okay, I think it makes the most sense to sell at 50, 60% premiums. I don't know that there's a better strategy. Okay, this white dotted line is the reference point for selling. Okay, and down here, when we get these green dots, is the point for buying. True doesn't look bad. Okay, this one looks like it's holding up pretty good. I don't know what this thing is. Let me look this thing up real quick. TRU. And again, you guys have access to this as well. If you guys don't know what something is, TRU USD, TrueFi. Let's take a look. Okay, it's a lending platform. Okay, it's only $133 million market cap, which it'd be considered a penny stock at that point. But I like it. It bounced right on that 50. 6 cents is the stop loss. That's still 50%. I'm gonna go ahead and add this one. Actually, no, I'm not, because I'm gonna keep that in the altcoin watch list. But it looks like it's got a ways to go. Look where the stochastic is. Again, I want to buy when the stochastic is down here on the floor, giving me a green dot, not up here. Okay, we're above the 60 mark. IOTA, just ugly. Wait on the green dot if you want to own it. Here's Mira. Okay, again, where are we? We're trending below the 50-week moving average. Therefore, we want to be short on this name. This might be the best short opportunity of the day. Okay, had the rejection there off the 50. Red dot. Stochastic still got some room to go down to 0. TIA, ugly. Ugly. Just ugly. Okay, really ugly. Wait on the green dot or wait for a green candle. SCU, we're right into the 50. Stop loss is 0.006. Stochastic is on the floor, just missing the green dot. MXC, ugly. Rejection off of the 50. ONT doesn't look bad with a stop at 23. ONT, yeah. And again, stochastic is still pretty far up here. Again, we want to buy down here. Okay, we're not messing around, folks. We want to look for A1 setups, perfect setups. We're patient. We're looking. We're like some predators hunting their prey, right? We're not guessing. Okay, if the stochastic's at 55, it can only run 50% or 50. Okay, if it's down here at 0, it's got the whole move. You got the whole move ahead of you. Wait till it resets. Wait for the green dot. COU or COS, I don't know. No. XRT don't look bad. I don't know what this thing is. Is this on Coinbase? No, it's not. So, to be honest, I don't really care what it is. $5 is the level I want it to bounce at. Just wait on the green dot on that one. Here's Core. Ugly. Too choppy. Choppy. Here's TON. I'd take profits. So, again, where are we at? Up here. Okay, I'd be taking profits on TON. Okay, again, everyone's calling this thing out on Twitter. I see them talking about it. You know why? Because it's at a 60% premium. That's why they're talking about it. They need you to buy up here, folks. They need you to buy in order for them to sell. Okay, they need you to buy in order for them to sell. They cannot sell their bag, right? They cannot sell their bag that they bought down here off this green dot, right, in February at $2. They can't sell it to you up here at 9 unless you're buying it. So Twitter's saying, buy. Oh, Toncoin. Look at it. It's going to the moon. It's never going down. Everybody buy it. Okay, they're not saying that down here, folks, because they want us to crush you. They want to kill you. They want you to be annihilated. They want you to quit and go back to living with your mom. Go back to working at McDonald's. Whatever you want to say, folks. Do not touch this up here. Okay, do not touch it. Sell it. Here's Yearn Finance. Again, not my favorite. Okay, massive downtrend. Downtrend. Okay, I don't like it. Too choppy. Just not a name I'm looking to buy. S Super. Okay, this one don't look bad either. Okay, but again, you should have been taking profits up in this area at 150. The green dot came right there at about 50 cents. That thing went up to 150. That's a 200% move. Beautiful. I actually like this one too. I'm gonna add this one to the look at a buy list. So out of your guys' requests, these are the names I'm watching. Not very many. Normally we have a lot more of those. But so far out of those requests, that's what I'm looking to buy. Now let's look at our watch list real quick, and I'm going to scan through these real quick. So here's PRO giving you the red dot this week. I'd be taking profits. Math was one that was called out by Tim Tebow last week. This thing ran 400%. Okay, this was called out on the last video we dropped. 400% move off of Math. I did not capitalize on that, but shout out to Tim Tebow for calling that one out. Now we're not looking to buy it. Rari, red candle, red dot, sell it. Amp, nope. Amp's actually, what? Is there duplicates? Amp is on there. Huh. One sec here. For some reason, I have some duplicates. AKT, this is a name I also want to look to buy. Okay, so that one's finally back down there at 0. We're just missing a green dot, and we're coming back down there into 240. I actually don't even know if I could buy this one on Coinbase. Yes, you can. Look at that. So AKT, that one's added. I'll show the list again here after the video. Here's VThor. That one's down there on the bottom. This one's also has something to do with VeChain. I still like it. I just want the green dot. Just wait on the green dot on that one. Alfie or Alpha-M. I don't know what that is, but again, taking profits up here, 45 cents, not down here at 16. Ouch! I mean, guys, look how easy this is, okay? You can identify when you should sell at a 50-60% premium. That is the sell territory, okay? That's when we're overextended, 50-60% off of our meat. I know I sound like a broken record, but this is how you make money in the markets, folks. You don't make money on hanging on to things when they're at a 60% premium, because that is when the smart money wants to dump it, okay? That's when they want to dump it. Okay, but that looks interesting. I just wait for a green dot. I like that the stochastic is on the bottom. You know what? I will add that to the look in the buy list. VThor. I got VeChain, so I'm not going to add that one. STX has room to drop. Here's MSTR again. Where were we on this one? This is Sailor's company. Everyone's telling you to buy MSTR up here at 1,000. You're down 50% now. Congratulations. You lost all your profits. Okay, I want to buy this thing more towards 700. Not looking to buy that. PNG, still kind of putting in a bull flag here, but again, if Bitcoin breaks, that thing's coming back down to 18. This was one of our best trades on the channel. I capitalized on this one. We bought this thing at 8 cents. It went all the way up to, I sold it at 40. It ended up going all the way to 80. But again, I'm not greedy, so I took my 300% profit and cashed that in. I want to see a pullback to 16. LCX we already covered. File we already covered. LMWR, no. UMA breaking down below the 50. That just got freaking racked. I'm going to go ahead and put that one back in the altcoin watch list. This one's also an altcoin. I might clean up these lists a little this week now that we're getting the reset. Here's Uniswap getting freaking racked as well. Where was the time to take profits? Right there when we hit the white dotted line. Guys, this is not a joke. I've showed you this over and over and over and over again. If you guys are holding when the stochastic is hitting the white dotted line, you are breaking rule number 5. You are greedy. If you did not sell at that time, say it with me. I am greedy. I have learned my lesson. The next time this happens, I will not be greedy again. Repeat that phrase over and over again. Do not quit, because if you quit and you don't learn your lesson, then you're just a loser. Okay, but this thing called the exact top 17, dude. It called it, dude. It called it. Okay, right on the money. Okay, green dot came right there at 6, bumped up to 18. That's a 200% move. You made 20 times more than the average American makes on their portfolios. Okay, they give their money to Edward Jones and all these money managers, and they promise them 5 to 8% a year when inflation is sitting at 9. Okay, they're giving their money away to money managers to lose 1 to 3% every year because of inflation. It cracks me up. It's just so crazy how unaware people are of the markets. Okay, and all those money managers are doing, they're doing what we're doing. They're buying the dips. They're buying the waves. They're trading the waves. It's just GST. That's just ugly. I'm just not going to even look at that one anymore. That was a rejection there off of the 50. I'm going to go ahead and put that one back on the altcoin watch list. Dogecoin, I think we covered. Look at it by that one around 10. Power, make sure that holds 25. Set your stop loss there. Here's PYR, got racked. Okay, absolutely racked. It didn't hit the white dotted line, but it was trading at a 50% premium. MLN, that one's an altcoin too. MLN, just don't even want anything to do with it. Okay, I think comp will set up here eventually. I'm actually going to add comp in there because I want to keep an eye on it. I had 2 comps there. BNT, this is an altcoin. Again, I ain't touching any altcoins until Bitcoin gets the damn signal, guys. Not going to happen. Okay, that one's going back on the altcoin watch list. Aurora doesn't look bad above 20. Just use a stop loss on that one. Just make sure it holds 20. If 20 breaks, that could get ugly. So we'll keep an eye on that one. API 3, no. LDO down to 149. Nice tap there. I mean, Jesus. Some of these names just got racked. Okay, Algo, Matic. I just want to take Matic completely off my list, to be honest with you guys. Just, God, it's just so ugly. It's such an ugly chart. And people just lose their marbles over it. Like, they just love Matic. Why do you like Matic? Why? As a trader, I hate it. I absolutely hate the chart as a trader. Okay, I do not like it one bit. Flow looks interesting. Okay, that one stopped right there at 76. I'm going to add that one in there just for shits and gigs. Solana, I think, has to come down to 88. ENJ, ugly. BTC, again, guys, I still think we're going to correct down to 43 to 50K. I think we're going to get a pullback, right? Everything's pointing down still. Just sit on your hands and wait, guys. The green dot is going to be the tell. I'm not touching any crypto. I'm not adding to any of my positions unless we get like if XRP dropped to like 10 cents tomorrow, I'd buy it. I would buy it in that case. But unless we get that parabolic move down, I'm not touching anything until BTC gets its green dot. Just wait on that. AVE, again, if you're holding it, keep holding it. Like if you're long on the asset, keep holding it. But $70, that's where the wick was. So let's see how that does again. Best thing you can do right now is wait on the green dots. HNT still coming down. I think this one's going to set up nicely here in the future too. I'm going to put that one on the looking to buy list. Spell breaking down here as well. Okay, the bottom of that wick that we got is probably the level you guys want to watch. Because I think we can just grind down, and then we'll probably curve over. Okay, a couple weeks of down. Not as big a moves down, but still going to be just downward direction. Okay, green dot will be the one. Okay, actually, Spell could set up there. ARB. Jasmy's one that I want to buy as well. And then look at this. This thing barely even got touched in this move. That's showing real strength right there. And I'm not saying it can't sell off, but if that thing comes back down to a penny, I'm going to eat it up. Okay, we're looking to buy Jasmy at a penny if it drops. Dot. Just wait on the green. Just wait on the green dot. Storage A, no. CTSI, no. POLS, not bad. Okay, big old wick down. 69's now the stop. It's just so choppy, dude. Needs to break out. FTM still needs to come down. Ethereum down. It was down 15% at one point, sitting at 3,000 right now. 233 is the level I'm watching for a bounce. But again, everything's pointing down right now. We're breaking a support level. I think we got to come back down and tap at least 2.4 or 2.5. That just looks ugly. I'm taking that one off. Osmo, that doesn't look too bad. I think that's a gaming company or something. Can you buy it on? Yeah, you can buy it on Coinbase. I'll add that one into our list. Mina, no. Loca, no. Loca looks ugly. I'm taking that one off. I'm narrowing down my names here. Near, I want to buy at 338, near the 50. Still sitting at quite a big premium here, folks. Okay, it's still a 37% premium. Not touching that. H-bar's sitting right on the level. Okay, we can go ahead and add that one in. Ray, we covered, again, above $1, it looks fine. Okay, we're at about a break-even trade at $1. That green dot came right there, bang, ripped up. That was a 200% move. If your name goes up 2, 3, 4, 500%, you're not taking profits, folks. Again, I'm not gonna beat a dead horse here, but you are greedy. You're greedy. You're greedy. It's so simple, guys. Trading is so simple. Okay, you just gotta sell when it tells you to sell. You can't be greedy. You can't want more. When you want more, you're greed is literally a sin. It is one of the 7 deadly sins. Okay? And you can't be greedy. Take your profits. Take your profits. Okay? And now be patient. ALCX, again, I want to wait on the green dot on that one. Axis breaking down now. Ugly. That just, God. Okay? Ugly, 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 ugly. Okay? Needs to hold 623, but again, we're below the 50, so we're breaking our rule here. I'm putting that one back on the altcoin watch list. Here's Lyft. Okay, I'd like to buy Lyft more toward 14. Okay, that probably has earnings coming up here, but it's not. Oh, Adam, just ugly, dude. Ugly. See, I'm looking for one of these moves. Just a flush out. Just kill everybody, right? All these greedy POSs, right? Kill them all. Just get them all out of the markets, right? And then we'll be able to capitalize on the next round of green dots is going to set up really nice, folks. And again, if you're on the channel, shout out to you. Okay, you will not miss another signal. And hopefully you guys, again, those of you who did not take profits and have told me you've lost all your gains, I really hope you guys learned your lesson. Okay, we are not looking to hit home runs. We're not looking to make 10 million X, 100 million thousand X, like all these influencers shout out on Twitter, oh, 10,000. It's not realistic. Okay, we're looking for 100%. Okay, 100%. If we make 200-300%, to me, 100% trade is a home run. That's a home run to me. And I think we can get that day in and day out, week in and week out. As long as we're following the strategy, folks. As long as we're not buying at 60% premiums like everybody else is, we're gonna outperform everybody. Here's Coinbase. I'm gonna shout out Taco right here. I told you guys. I said sell. I said sell. I told you guys to sell. 50% premium. I said sell. And I got a message one day from somebody. I'm not gonna name any names, but it really pissed me off actually when he told me. I think I was saying sell at 250 and it went up to 280, and someone was like, "Oh, you said sell," and look at it, went up $30. And I'm like, dude, again, I'm not trying to time the top. I'm trying to get out at a place that makes sense because Coinbase is going to be. It's gonna come down. Okay, 37% premium still. It's got 37% more to drop. I am going to add that one into looking to buy, though, because I want to buy it off of that 146 level. Here's Robinhood, another name that someone was like, oh, you said sell, and it went up $2. And I'm not trying to be a dick, but you know what I'm saying? Don't send me those messages because they really make me mad because you guys, again, are just being greedy at that point. 36% premium on Robinhood. But that's another name I want to buy because why? We had this big breakout after a major downtrend. So this is going to be in my looking to buy list. But I'm not going to buy it till it comes back down here to the mean and hits 13. Okay? QNT. Ugh, God. Okay, just another name that's just way too choppy for me to want to trade. Way too choppy. I thought I called this one out for a buy around this area when we got that doji there. Okay, it went up, I don't know, from 100 to 150. That was a 50% trade. Not the greatest that we've seen, but still a nice meaty trade. Just ugly though. It's just chopping around. Here's DKNG breaking down. I'd sell this one. Okay, that one's going to come down as well. I told you guys, DKNG, that's DraftKings, so I think their biggest time of the year is going to be um, football season. Football season's over, so they're not making as much money. This thing, no one's betting on baseball games, right? No one's betting on baseball games. So I think that thing needs to come down to 35 or so. It's had a nice run. But again, I'm a seller. TRB, again, it broke our stop loss. I told you guys if you're going to buy this, set a stop loss around 77. Broke that level. Ugly dip. That one's going back in the altcoin watch list there. Here's net breaking down as well. I'd look to buy this one around 75. Okay, right in that area. Okay, but just wait on the green dot. That's the best thing we could do right now, guys. With all these investments, we just need to wait on confirmation. Here's Swift. We capitalized on this one as well. Had a nice trade on it. Now I think this one needs to come and reset. This one's going to set up nicely. 0.002 is the level I'm watching. I actually want to look at the, what is this? SWFTC. I want to see the market cap on this thing. What was it? Shit. SWWFTC. Swift coin. Okay, super low market cap coin here, $43 million market cap. So if that drops to 2 cents down to our 50-week, that's going to be really interesting. So that one's going on. That one's on the looking to buy list, and we'll call the green dot out when it comes. We're almost getting there, folks. We're getting there good. Okay. See, markets just look like they want to roll over. Even stocks, guys, I tell you, these markets move in waves. These markets move in waves. I'm taking GMT off the list because it's ugly. OGN, just getting racked. Okay, no. Oh, what's this? Gross. Oh my gosh. Some of these just make me want to hurl. PL, no, Intel. Oh, Intel got racked too. Okay, but that actually might set up. But nah, I don't want to buy names like Intel so you can get a 10% gain. Like, why the hell would I want to do that? You know, we're looking for the bangers here, folks. ASM got racked. Okay, got absolutely racked. That one's going back in the altcoin watch list. Here's PLTR coming on down. I want to buy this one at 18. Here's FLR finally coming down. I want to buy this one around 2 cents. This is a layer 1 blockchain. I don't want to put it on the list yet, though. DocuSign got the red dot this week. This one was an interesting trade here. It's just not showing strength. I mean, the volume is just extremely low. Okay, it has no volume. So it's trying to bounce here. I'd set a stop loss at 54 on that one. Here's SoFi, red dot this week as well. Make sure it holds 640. Tesla, I told you guys, that was a great short opportunity right here. Okay, at 200. That was a beautiful short opportunity. I want this thing to come back down to about 103. I'm looking to buy it off of that level. Okay, if it has a massive dip like this, I'm going to buy it. Mara, this is the mining company. Be careful on these ones. Mara and Riot, I'd be careful. Okay, wait for the green dot confirmation before you do anything. PayPal got the red dot this week. It probably has earnings coming up, but red dot doesn't look good. Here's ARBK, still breaking down here as well. Next level to watch for a bounce is about $1.12. SQ, okay, doesn't look bad, but again, if these markets roll over, none of these names are going to do good. AI finally broke down. AI finally broke its support level at 23. That's breaking down now. It don't look good now. That's an AI stock. And yeah, it's coming tumbling down, sitting at 20. I'd probably look for a bounce off of where we bounced here at 16. MSOS, pot stocks. Okay, y'all can buy your gold and silver. I'd want to buy pot stocks. Yeah, pot stocks. Look at the monthly, pointing straight up. Okay, I like pot stocks here. $8 is my stop on MSOS. This is an ETF for cannabis companies. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Still above the 50 at $8. I'm going to put that one on the looking to buy list. A-Firm, I'm waiting on a green dot. Okay, I'm not going to chance it here with the 50. Okay, it is sitting on its average, but again, we want to wait for confirmation of the green. And that will be called out as well. Here's CLSK also coming down here. Wait on the green. This is Open Door. This one's just found its way off the list. Congratulations. Roblox. It had the green dot signal at the beginning of the week, but then it went away. So if this thing breaks down below 35, it's going to get ugly. It's going to do one of these. CCL breaking down as well. That's a ugly looking stock. Here's Snapchat. Again, we covered this. I want to buy this off 850. Rivian. This is oh my God, look at an ugly chart. Talk about an ugly chart here, dude. So nasty. Okay, ugly. So ugly. Okay, but this is probably a name that's going to do good in a bear market, to be honest with you. Like the names that don't make any sense to do good normally do good in bear markets, but I would not touch this thing again because we're below the 50-week. Here's NIO, another electric car company here as well. I don't think electric cars are the future anymore, folks. Okay, not happening. Here's a DAL, another prime example of where you should be taking profits. What is this thing? How do I get rid of this, like, arrow thing here? Again, where are we? Red dot up here at the 50, taking profits on airlines. SIU, again, you guys can go watch my previous videos. I was telling you to take profits between 2 and 220. Coming on down now. Okay, this one might set up here in the future, but I'm probably looking to buy a bounce off 79 again. The green dot's going to be the tell. Here's FUBU. Ugly. Okay, down below the 50. Ugly. Here's DJT. This is Trump's media and technology company here. Okay, we're sitting right on the 50 there. Green dot will be the tell. There's probably support there at 20. It's up 15% on the day. Okay, and we're down here into that 200. So this is like a penny stock as well. So I'm going to put this one on the look at a buy list. UAL, they beat on their earnings today, but I mean we're just chopping around again. Not looking to deploy my money into that. Adam's just really ugly, and Matic is ugly too. That's it for the red list. Let's look at the altcoin watch list just to see if there's anything interesting setting up. I'm going to scan through this pretty quick. Axel is one of those names that I hope you took profits on at a 60% premium. We covered that. GFI is another one that's going to pull back, probably down here to 148. ABT. I'm going to scan through these real quick just because, again, I wouldn't touch any of these altcoins until we get that signal from Bitcoin, and then we can look to take our positions. But not a lot of these names are going to hold up, guys. The best thing we can do right now is wait on the green dot from Bitcoin. I wouldn't touch any crypto. I wouldn't touch any of these names or even look at any of these names until we get that signal from Bitcoin. So that's it, guys. We went over our chart requests. We went over our watch list here. Here are the looking to buy names. We got 37 total names in this list. I'm going to go ahead and post this over here inside of our watch list over here. So I'm going to copy this list. You guys can actually pull this up in your TradingView account. I'm going to go ahead and post that right there for you guys so you can pull that up and see where we're sitting. You can look at the charts yourself. Again, if you don't have the trading indicator, I'd highly recommend coming over here and snagging that. If you're new to the channel, again, I'm giving away $1,000 worth of Bitcoin as soon as we hit 1,000 subscribers here on YouTube. I appreciate all your guys' support. I hope you guys get some value and some education out of these videos. That's my goal. That's the reason I do them every week. I appreciate everybody's support on the channel. Shout out to the Overkill Army over here, all the Spartans, all the recruits, all the generals. We're going to keep this thing going, folks. We're here to stay on top of the market so we don't get caught in these kinds of moves, okay? We are technical traders, folks. We're not idiots on Twitter saying buy everything at 50% premiums, okay? We're looking to buy when it makes sense, and we're looking to sell when others are greedy at premiums, okay? We want to buy low, sell high. It's really that simple. It sounds really corny, but it's really that simple, folks. And we got all the tools over here in the Discord to help you become a better trader. So hopefully, again, you got some value out of this. I appreciate you watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.